Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna go to Bali and right now I'm taking a shower. We gotta go to the airport and we're already late. We gotta get there in 1 hour. Still gotta pack and just got a haircut, got a shower, and then we're out. This is where we're starting the Bali trip, from the bathroom. Okay, we're finally on our way. We're right on time and we were getting late, but finally on our way. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Traffic here, it's always terrible. Just have to push our way through the traffic. Make a video on the traffic eventually. Good thing we're only 15 minutes from the airport. Otherwise, we would never make it. And this is the airport road. I've seen this road a lot. Alright, we gotta make a quick gas stop. We're getting gas real fast. There's no self-service. We gotta sit in the car while they pump. So it's faster than usual. There's no snacks in there. And we're done. Usually takes like 3 to 4 minutes if there's no line. In America, it's like usually 15 to 20 minutes minimum. Alright, and we are off again. This guy's selling onions. We're finally entering the airport and they got this thing locked down like it's a army base, because it is. They do have an army base on the airport, and that's why I think it was targeted when the whole war situation was going on. And what a great welcome sign. It's all broken. Should fix that. And here it is. There's the entrance to the airport. We got a little blockade here. They make you go through a little obstacle course before you get to the security check. We got a couple guys sitting there. Usually some guys with some rifles. These are the military barracks that they have on the airport premises. That's where all those people are. It's always busy here. There's always like a bunch of big old crowds of people waiting for either arrivals or drop-offs. Okay, that's new. I never seen that before. I need one of those at my house. This is a drop-off area right here.
Did you
made it. We're still pretty early. Usually they help us take the bags out of the back, but not this time. It's American style. Okay, we got one. All right. Okay, typical. I get stuck with the 2 big bags. She takes the tiniest bag. Okay, apparently we're late. So we're kind of we're rushing a little bit, but it's okay. It's real crowded here, and it's always crowded, but it's a little extra crowded. We are running. Flight takes off at 9, and we got to be there before 8, and it's like 6:30 right now, so we're still pretty good. Not too bad. Some guys with some AKs, big old crowds, police car. It's only this airport though. The other airports in India, they're not like this. This one's like unique. And it's also uniquely annoying. This airport is the most annoying airport that I've ever been to. This part takes forever. We got our friend over there with an AK. Okay, and we are already getting left behind. All right, I already got in trouble for filming in the airport. The guy with the gun came up to me and said, "You're not allowed to do that." Which I don't know why. Nobody wants intel on this airport, but maybe they do. I could draw this place from memory by now, so it doesn't really matter. But whatever. They love to follow the rules here. Okay. Pretty sure we're early, but we are rushing like we're late. Document check is done. Moodley seat. They recommended that we get the seat all the way in the front of the row so there's more leg space. We gotta check our documents to make sure that we have enough money to go there and that we don't just stay there. A lot of formalities at Indian airports. We're still not even out of the woods yet. We gotta get our tickets and we gotta hand our luggage in. And we're always nervous because we got a lot of PTSD at this airport. Okay, now we're choosing our seats. We're gonna take the emergency seat, and this is a Malaysian Airlines MH119 flight. So it's good for us. We're right by the emergency. We will hit that emergency door. We will be out of there. The last plane that just blew up somewhere here in India, the only one survivor that there was, he was in a seat right next to an emergency exit, and that's why he survived. Okay, we gotta put our bags up now. Bag, 18 kilos. She says, I'm doing too much and I'm not an influencer. Yes, I am. Okay, second one, the small one. Both of them together is 25. And now we have her suitcase. Let's see whose was heavier. Okay, I'll get it. Which has 30 pounds of just makeup. Okay, zeroed out. All right, here we go. Yeah, hers was more heavy than mine. It's mostly makeup and tampons. But we won't talk about that. Okay, now I'm getting the death stare. We'll cut that part out, don't worry. We just want our boarding passes. We have so much trauma. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Something about sir. I never talk at these counters. That's a positive of me being here. That's a positive of me being here as a foreigner. I never have to talk. All the talking is my wife. I just act like I don't know what's going on. But that'll change eventually. It also changes when everybody's speaking English, but we haven't been anywhere like that yet, other than Dubai. got bro over there using a 2x4 as a hammer. And that part has been under construction for like the past 3 months. And I don't even know what they're doing. It looks like they're adding more floor, but the floor miraculously still looks old and used up. This floor looks pretty nice. It's nice and shiny. It's super noisy here. We got our documents. We're waiting for the boarding pass. Okay, she put the fragile sticker on her bag so her makeup does not get smashed. Got our tickets. These are some of the cheapest looking tickets I've ever seen. It's like they ran out of printer ink, so it's all in black and white, except the Malaysia there. Document check round 2 that we gotta do. We gotta check our documents again. My wife thinks her shoes are better than mine. The kind. Let's see. Yeah, yours are nice, but you got trash in the back. What's up with that? So by default, mine are nicer.
Okay, okay,
I gotta take it off. Okay. That's better. Now we gotta deal with this. We gotta stand on a line. Again. That's the story of this airport. Lines and lines and lines. Over and over and over again. Hold on. What a mess. We got stopped up at every single way. I got reprimanded 2 times for taking videos in the airport, which I don't know what they're afraid of. The airport's falling apart on its own. Doesn't need anybody else's help. And then we found out I'm only allowed to stay here for another 30 days. And it's gonna cost $1,200 to extend the visa. What a mess. This is an airport that they're trying to keep secret, which I don't understand why they're so strict with this. I've seen like dozens of videos of inside of airports. And this place, it's already falling apart. When it rains, there's like more water leaking in here. Okay, that's my wife's college. There's more water leaking in here than there would be if you were just standing outside. This is like not airtight at all. There's always birds flying around in here. It's a mess. Even this wall, look at this wall. Look how crusty this wall is. Some guys doing some welding. There's some pots and pans. Some guy making a pottery. Yeah. Rate this airport 1 out of 10. I gotta rate this place a 4. These are the gates. This might be the smallest KFC on earth. Some coffee spot. There's none of those horizontal escalators. They don't have those. This is a food court. You ever seen a food court like this in an airport? I have not. This place, I got sick from eating at this place last time. Never eating here again. They got some day-old Indian food here. The only good thing is the prices. Everything is like $2. I don't see any prices up there, but okay, here we go. Okay, those drinks are all like $4. Okay, no prices anywhere, but everything's like under $5, which is not bad for an airport. Here it is, the airport restaurant. My wife's airport slop. She's slopping that down. I don't want it. I don't want it. We got some soda. It was actually kind of a ripoff. It was almost $10 for some airport slop and a soda. Supposedly fresh lime soda. Let's see. That's pretty good. Not worth whatever they paid. We paid, not worth whatever we paid. It was 350 rupees for that, which is 88 rupees to the dollar. What does that come out to? $3? Somewhere around $3 total. Pretty much on par with US prices at airports. 6-hour flight, and I'm not gonna eat until I get to Kuala Lumpur because they got beef, and I haven't had beef in about a month and a half. So I'm going through beef withdrawals, so I'm gonna get my fix. There's an Indian airport slop for my wife. Couldn't talk in here because there was somebody else in the bathroom, but this is one of the worst smelling bathrooms I've ever been in. Definitely the worst airport bathroom I've ever been in, hands down. All right, after all that mess, we're finally in the plane. Someone's excited, and we are in an emergency seat, so it's a little bit roomier. It's getting ready to take off here. All right, next video in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, no, that's apple juice. It's apple juice.
Apple juice.
After a long 6 hours, we finally touched down in Kuala Lumpur. It's pretty brutal because I'm not used to that long of a flight. Longest we've done since I've been here was like 5 hours, and then we were at the destination. But after the 6 hours, we had another 3-hour flight, and then we finally made it. And coming up here, my wife noticed like a part of the engine had like come off, but it was just a it was like a convertible part, and it covered itself back up. Wasn't something wrong with the plane, just a mechanical component. All right, we made it finally to another airport. We're in Malaysia now, and we can see how much nicer of an airport it is. No leaky roofs because it is raining over here. It was a long ass flight. We got Mecca Burger King here. A lot different from the last airport. All right, we finally found some beef. Now we're gonna get some beef for the first time in a month and a half. First, Hershey pie for my wife. Okay, she ate it from the back. It's fine though, I guess. Okay. It's really good, like always, no matter where you are. Hershey pie, goated all over the world. After my wife's first Hershey pie and this wholesome moment where we try to capture the mountains at the airport was a total vibe shift. We were advised to fill out this ECD form at the Malaysian airport by the employees. We fill it out and we end up getting scammed for $145. And that like totally sapped out all the excitement of the trip for me. And the rest of the videos is just like silent, like airport videos of me just showing off the airport. I didn't even want to make any of these videos, but I was definitely not going to do a selfie cam talking to the camera. I was like, I'll just do a voiceover later on when I'm in a better mood. But here we land and I'm driving. Basically, the scam was the ECD form is supposed to be free on the official government website. And the Malaysian airport employees just told us to just Google Indonesian ECD and click on the first link. So that's what we did. And the first link was a scam website that charges you over $100 to fill out something that's supposed to be for free on the official government website. So it's like the oldest scam in the book. Never fill out any crap preemptively. Just wait till you get to the airport and do it there. Because when we got to the airport, everywhere there was posters of a QR code that led you right to the official government website. And we even spoke to a customs agent. He said, yeah, you guys got scammed and we don't even use the ECD form anymore. It's something different. And then on top of that, we still had to pay $70 to get a temporary visa on arrival for Indonesia, and it's like lasts for 30 days. But we disputed the charge, so hopefully we'll get that back. And here we are on our way to the airport, and it's just like a little contrast between the rides to and from the airport from where we came in Amritsar, India, and here in Bali. It's basically pretty typical of any beach town out here in Southeast Asia, or even Goa. It's pretty similar. They all pretty much look the same. But Bali does have a little bit of a different vibe than even Thailand or Goa. It's like more premium than Thailand. And here is our hotel. We were at the Kuta Paradiso Hotel, and it was okay. The lobby made it seem nicer than it was. The room was all right, but the lobby was really nice. And we got some really tasty welcome drinks right there. Tasted like melon juice, but I was so upset with the whole ECD scam that I could have done a selfie cam and talk to the camera type thing, but I was just so over it. Here we had this pretty cool little fountain with some dudes doing voodoo. And right here I did a little hotel tour. They put us on the first floor, which was, well, technically the second floor, but the first floor with rooms, which is kind of, wish we had gotten a higher room. I thought this opened up, so I tried to open it, but no, it was just a little stand thing. Here's a bathroom, and pretty standard bathroom, except all the drains kept clogging. Nothing was draining properly. We didn't even call anybody to try to get it fixed. We were like, whatever, we'll just deal with it. They had two shower spots, so that was kind of cool. But the tub didn't drain at all. It just like the shower and the sink, they drained slowly, but the tub didn't drain at all, so we couldn't really use it at all. Look at these old ass switches from like the 80s. Couldn't really tell when a button got pressed, except over here. Button got pressed. And then I'm in the bathroom. Not until our last like hours in the hotel did I find out how to turn those bathroom lights on above the toilet and in the shower. So the whole time we were just taking showers in the dark, and here I am going over the toiletries, which I didn't even pick up. We had to pack up our shit and get out of the room in a hurry. And I usually take all this stuff, and I did not even have time to steal the free soaps, which were pretty mid. I used the shower gel, and it smelled all right, and didn't take the toothbrushes like I normally do, but they were pretty crappy. They weren't like fancy wood toothbrushes like they give at some of the nicer hotels. They were just plastic, and it was all right. The water was pretty good. Like compared to Evian, it was good tasting water, but it was pretty standard water. It was like the cheapest water they have in Bali. And they did not give us a king bed. They just pushed together 2 twin beds, which is pretty annoying. And 2 out of the 2 hotels we've been at so far, they've done the same thing. No king size bed. They just push together 2 twin beds and pretend like it's a king bed. And it's not. It's annoying. There's always a crack in the middle, and you always end up both 2 people on just one side of the 2 twin beds. And this was kind of cool. They had a mini backyard with like a grass area where I thought I'd be grounding, but I was kind of too afraid to do that because of the mosquitoes. And they tell us not to hop over the fence that separates you from the grass, which is kind of destroys the whole point of having a little grass area. But I don't think any other rooms had this, so this was nice. It was a nice compromise for not having a view, I guess, but we didn't really take any advantage of it. I was actually afraid to even go by the window because I needed to go, oh, and there's the ocean. I was afraid to go by the window because I needed to hang up my underwear to dry, and couldn't really go there because I was afraid somebody would be walking around right there. And here we were walking to the beach, and there's this giant statue of some sort of Hindu god on top of a turtle, and pretty standard beach, near the beach vibes. Here's a close-up of that statue, and a stray dog, which was, we were expecting stray dogs. That's like Goa. In Thailand, there was not a lot of stray dogs. Here, there was more stray dogs, but there wasn't that many, and all the stray dogs looked really well fed, and they all had collars.
All right,
so that's
finally
good.
made it to the beach. This is what it looks like. Big statue back there.